home to celebrate Kate's birthday. At some point, her hands weakened, and she dropped a glass. The party was attended by all their closest friends. Evan raised a toast to his beloved wife, saying that at 35 she looks even more beautiful than she did 15 years ago when they first met. Everyone had a great time. Kate, being a professional pianist, played for her friends. At that moment she felt her hands trembling again. A year and a half later, a girl named Beck woke up after a noisy night and realized she was late for an interview. The girl quickly got herself ready and drove off. Meanwhile, Evan is taking care of his seriously ill wife. Kate's life has completely changed during this year and a half. She has almost lost the ability to move and cannot do anything on her own. The husband does Kate's makeup, understanding how important it is for her. Kate feels ashamed that the spouse has to take care of her. Of course, Evan was not pleased to find out that his wife had fired her latest caregiver. But Kate assured him that she had already found a replacement, so there was nothing to worry about. At that moment, Beck arrived at their home. Seeing a girl at the doorstep who looked like a carefree teenager, Evan was puzzled. The couple asked Beck to talk about her work experience and show her resume. The girl took out a crumpled piece of paper from her bag. Evan immediately realized that Beck was irresponsible and lacked the appropriate skills. However, Kate wants to give the girl a chance. As it turns out, Beck had been a volunteer at a nursing home for a long time. Kate needs a caregiver who won't make her feel like a patient, so Beck is the perfect candidate. Evan explained to Beck how to cook nutritious food for Kate. He can't believe he entrusted the care of his dearest person to such an irresponsible girl. But Kate promised that everything would be okay. Beck kept talking nonstop, and while trying to make vegetable smoothies, made a mess in the kitchen. Besides, Kate needs help in the bathroom. Beck was not prepared for this at all. Kate is constantly amazed by the girl's lack of manners and straightforward sense of humor. When Beck helped Kate to stand up, she accidentally dropped her. However, Kate didn't get angry, she just smiled wearily. At night, Beck got drunk at a bar with her friend Jill and talked about her latest failure. What surprised Beck the most was that Kate didn't fire her. The girl dreams of singing on stage, and today she has a chance to showcase her talent. However, just like last time, Beck got nervous and ran to the restroom, where she vomited from stress. Beck doesn't understand what's wrong with her. The girl didn't expect to meet a professor from the university she attends. Beck had started flirting with him, but it turned out he was married. Beck got drunk and left the bar with a guy named Will. The professor followed her and told her he was sorry. He genuinely likes Beck, but his wife stands in the way of them being together. In the evening, Evan said he intends to bring back the previous caregiver because she was perfect, unlike Beck. Before bedtime, Evan as usual helped his wife wash up. He is willing to do anything for her because it's his duty. Kate couldn't fall asleep for a long time, thinking about Beck. There's something about this girl that brings vitality back to her. In the morning, Beck suffered from a hangover. She didn't expect Evan to call her and ask her to come back. Of course, his wife insisted on it. Beck was late every day, coming up with various absurd excuses. This continued for several weeks. Evan believes his wife needs social interaction, so he wants her to meet with the friends today and have fun. Evan works a lot, so he returns home late. During the day, Beck took Kate in her wheelchair to the store to pick out groceries for dinner. Beck admitted that she doesn't know how to cook at all. In the evening, Kate is visited by her friends. Each of them has a busy life, while Kate can't even hold a fork. Moreover, she rejects the caregiver's help. All the friends believe that Kate is very lucky to have a husband who is willing to do anything for her. Any other man in his place would have simply left. Late in the evening when the friends left, Kate asked Beck to bring Evan's tablet and check his email. Beck felt uncomfortable about it, but Kate insisted. She feels that the husband is being unfaithful to her because he is often not at home. Her suspicions were confirmed when she saw the correspondence between Evan and another woman. Kate could barely hold back her tears and asked Beck to leave. It was already late at night, and Evan still hadn't returned. After fulfilling her duties, Kate went to a bar and shared what happened with Jill. Beck had never seen Kate so devastated before. Kate attempted to go downstairs on her own, but fell. A few minutes later, Beck received an empty message from her. Worried, Beck went to Kate and found her not in the best of health. Kate didn't want the husband to see her like this. Beck tidied Kate up, feeling genuinely sorry for her. Kate said she wanted to leave the house immediately. When Evan finally returned, the wife was no longer there. He found his tablet on the bed and realized that the wife had learned about his infidelity. Meanwhile, Beck took Kate to her home, which she rents with Jill. Of course, her roommate didn't expect such a turn of events. Kate kept receiving messages from her husband, but she wasn't going to respond. Beck helped her get into bed and talked about her dream of singing on stage. but so far she's not doing well. Even the parents don't believe in her. Kate wished Beck a good night. Beck in turn said she feels sorry about the situation. The next morning, there were 800 missed calls from him. Instead of calling him back, Kate asked Beck to take her to the nursing home. Kate wants to stay here so as not to be a burden to her husband anymore. Now Kate blames herself for everything because Evan is not at fault that she got sick. Realizing that this won't lead to anything good, Beck immediately took Kate away from there. She continued to say that Evan doesn't deserve this kind of life. He's 37 and healthy, so he should move on. However, Beck doesn't agree with that. In her opinion, nobody deserves betrayal. Kate doesn't understand why Beck wants to help her. Beck admitted to Kate that she found a kindred soul in her. Before, she was so close only to her grandmother. Kate asked Beck to take her to Evan. The husband